Lay location down Lake Nona, Orlando area, just south of the airport. And this is Florida when it's not so sunny. Still beautiful though. I just took a nap, matter of fact. And likewise, entrepreneurs recognize entrepreneurs. I happen to see one of the leadership positions after that nap. And I saw him moving around, man. He was working the trailer for Bolé that's wrapped in Bolé material. He's grabbing material, just walking peacefully. He had the nicest dress loafers on, man. He had some pants, some gray pants or black pants, gray shirt with the Bolé stitching insignia on it. But I appreciate the way people treat you when they know and respect the grind, man. I told him, I said, man, let's take a little nap. And he said, I said, Bolé, what's going on? He said, you should come. He said, you should come. I got a fly I'm swatting. I know it look pretty rhythm. Y'all want to see it? So you know I'm not playing? This fly. Look at this fool. I guess he liked the color green. Or the lid of this juice. We're gone now. Mr. Parlay, what's up, man? You get the gab. Yeah, at Bolé, South. Watch this thing, man. Featuring the fly. Flicking. We're gone. But just listening to Tony Gaskins, he had this fatherhood series video I was listening to, and that just added peace to me because sometimes you gotta make those decisions, man. Are you going to gun it? Are you going to take a break to catch your breath? And that's what I mean, man. 20 minutes can save you everything. See that fly? Fly want to be featured. It's so mean. Instead of show. Yes, I got Bolé here. And what they do is they have a base. I have a kale salad down at the bottom. You can't really see it right now. Let's see some of the rings. And I got sweet potato noodles. I got a potato medley and mushrooms as vegetables. If you can see the mushrooms, those are the mushrooms. And I have a miso tofu and a teriyaki chicken. So if you like Asian food, you can get a touch of that here. They got pork, they got chicken, they got tofu. I believe they have beef. But that's the new concept out here. And you know who started it mostly. It was most of the likes of Chipotle Mexican Grill and Moe's. And I remember in Hattiesburg, Mississippi at Southern Miss, we had Caliente before I had ever heard of a Chipotle Mexican Grill. It was good too. I can still remember that taste. So Chipotle, once I got introduced to it, I was like, this is good. I didn't know it was that big a sensation yet, back in 2009, 2010. But that's how far this concept's gone. You got Bolé, and you seen the recent video I've done. Those two are running all through Florida. So it's a good way to eat. It's a good way to eat to keep your mental health, brain building foods, you know, good sustainable source food. And for those looking after their physique, try to make sure you look the way you want to look. For the beach, for your mate, for yourself, for respect. You're supposed to put some respect on your name. Places like this, you know you really can't mess up. You're going to get full. But it's the right macro molecules, the right balance of the nutrients that you should be eating. But listening to Tony Gaskins, I was just listening to him, like 12-minute video, 20-minute video, something like that. Shout out to Jersey there. Playing that old smack that guy. Hey, Con. Yeah, man. Back to college days, man. Stepping and strolling. So shout out Founders Day to Sigma Gamma Rho. Yeah, man. Fun community. A lot of young adults doing their thing here. But just listening to swallowing that fly. Listening to Tony Gaskins, it's just so many solutions. He was talking about how to make money in your sleep, like legitimately. What he does, he has these coaching programs, he has courses for sale, he has books, but he also gets paid in the present for speaking engagements. But he was talking about that year that we all just had, that year or two, he made the money from home. And I'm ever thinking of that. Yeah, Mr. Parlay, the B9, gotta show love, man. Especially in environments like this. It's all about representation. about representation, because when my brother Mr. Parlay is talking about D9, he's talking about the divine line of the NPHC organizations, which includes Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority, which includes, let me get my mouth right, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity. Shout out to Mr. Parlay, uniquely my fingers in position for him. Respect, man. We all earned it, man. But then there was Omega Psi Phi Fraternity, because the two of them, they wrote 1911. Just checking the date, put a date on it. Kappa's January, Omega Psi Phi in the fall, November. Phi Beta Sigma. I see you, man. Don't be throwing the sign up. That's the set us young fellas need to be throwing up. You need to be throwing up your fraternity set. The other set don't come with as much promise. I'm not saying you have to, but if you're so inclined on colors and hand signs, there's a way that leads to 6 or 7 figures. And notoriety, and respect, and inclusion, and access. That other have you getting looked at with disdain. But back to the roll call. Phi Beta Sigma. Check my dates. Zeta Phi Beta. And today's birthday, Sigma Gamma Rho and Iota Phi Beta. Yes, I gotta put respect on it. Because in communities like this, I'll be upfront. On culture, people need to know it just as much as they know CPC and IFC organizations. They know them offhand. When it comes to a school like UCF, Florida State, University of Florida, University of Southern Mississippi. If I say Kappa Delta, you heard of it. If I say Chi Omega, you heard of it. If I say Tri Delta, you heard of it. If I say Sig L, Sigma Phi Epsilon, you heard of it. If I say Kappa Sigma, you heard of it. So it's just a point of representation. But we all after the same thing, man. When it comes across the board, talking about getting our life together, man. Every aspect. Your teens, your 20s, your 30s, and beyond. And part of that is your mental health. I took that little break taking that. All in safety. I'm in a wealthy enclave of a neighborhood. One of my friends, Johnny, I just tell him, the back of the Maybach. I just tell him, I don't have a Maybach yet, but it's my Jeep, man. So sometimes I just, out of all safety, I turned down a gig of taking an item from Orlando to Jacksonville that would have paid decently. And I feel like that Tony Gaskins video is on time. Just, man, get that back. I don't give them back often. You get penalized when you show out like that. You late and stuff, you cancel a lot. But it's the time freedom on my work. I'm working. It's earned income. But you never have to put yourself in a situation that wisdom would tell you to sound somewhere. So I sound somewhere. He happened to release that video at the very intersection. It's right about here, that intersection. And I'm listening to it. It's just adding peace to me because I'm already doing it. Like, my investment is peer-to-peer loans. And I'm seeing a really great return. It's going great. But I'm learning out of in here and results that are unsatisfying, unfavorable. Hey, take it easy, the money gonna be there. That's really the heart of what he was saying. So it's time to eat. The money coming through. I need to residually build my body back to where I was going anyway. Where I was with bodybuilding. It's really not hard for me because I grew up in a culture of that, being a football player. And those that know me, I'm a nice guy. I would like to change the way people look at that. You don't have to be a monster to be a football player or a weightlifter or a bodybuilder. It's just in me. I may not put up impressive numbers, especially a day like today. I was just tired. And it was good for Nancy and Bryce. I didn't even know who they were yet. Over at Anytime Fitness at Castleberry. I just do the work because I need to do the work to be in shape. Because I'm worse off without it. And this is my youth. This is my chance to anchor the way my life goes. I'm at peace with that. It's for my heart rate. It's for my mental clarity. So I'm behaving and acting right. Another part is taking that break to eat. I feel so much more peaceful. Just a little break on that. And get a sport bole, shop them a tip. People don't come to work for free. I tip people. And so should all of you. Y'all getting that money? Tip. It's circular. By the time you come up with your idea, they supporting you, and they're gonna remember your face. People remember you whether you know it or not. They'll be glad to support you. So, that's my Bolle stop. Link in the description of the video. Happy song. We got Bolle all over the state. Or a concept like it, $7. Share with a friend. I love you. God bless you, people. Peace.